let me bring in Dr. Jennifer Hartstein now, a child psychologist, to talk about this. Does this mean parents are more in the dark than ever when it comes to what their kids are doing?
I think a lot of parents think they know and don't really know, because kids are always faster than us. So they think that, they're up to the comment. They're on Facebook, they're watching what their kids are doing, and their kids have secret Facebook pages. Then suddenly their kids are on Twitter. Then they're on Formspring. Kids are often one step ahead of where their parents are. So parents need to work really hard to be as up to date as their kids are. It's really, really challenging. Change happens so quickly.
Michelle, what did you think after talking to these kids?
Well, I'll tell you, we asked our friends over at momster.com to survey parents, moms especially, and to ask them whether or not they thought their kids were actually online and on these social networking pages. A third of them said, no, my kids aren't online. They aren't Facebooking. They aren't tweeting. But you saw.
Right.
Oh, yes, they are.
All of the
They
kids,
absolutely are.
all the freshmen have Facebook pages. Some of the younger kids were telling us, hey, I have my secret account. So maybe some of these parents aren't quite in the loop.
Some of them have more than one. So the parents know about one, and then they have secret ones where they can do other things that parents don't know about.
Let me ask you about this, because in some cases of cyberbullying, we've seen it has in some cases led to someone taking their own life.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that can be done to ensure kids use technology safely?
Well, I think it's so important for parents to teach kids to treat people on the internet, because this is their primary way of socializing, the same way they would treat face-to-face interactions. So if you're not going to be rude to someone in their face, don't be rude to them on the internet. It also stays there forever, so it's hard to hide, and people are finding it now. It's not as anonymous as we like to think. They trace it back, so you want to teach basic respect all the way around.
What is use of all this technology doing to kids learning social skills and how to interact with one another face-to-face instead of doing like this?
Right. We had this belief that it was really impacting our socialization skills in our kids, and a study just came out saying that maybe it's not, that actually maybe kids are equally well socialized even though they're doing all this texting, because they're actually in more communication and they're connecting more to more friends.
Okay, well, let me ask you about this. We saw in the piece, 13-year-old Giovanni said, it makes us more mature. Is that accurate?
No. Experience does not equal maturity, although I understand why 13-year-olds want to think that, but it doesn't. It just gives you experience, and it's up to parents to mediate what that means to get them into a mature space.
And quickly, I will add one more point, that a lot of parents are looking at their younger kids and they're on top of it with them, but when their kids are in high school, they're not watching.
All right, Michelle Miller, Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, thank you both.
Thanks.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.